everybody, this is Tracy. I'm running for Heroes Canines. Today I'm going to be running for Canine Duke. Canine Duke end of watch was February 19th, 2023. Canine Duke was stabbed and killed to death. Trying to apprehend a burglar. In Tracy Police Department had been called to a burglary and at a railroad station, and the two men fled into trains and barricaded themselves. When Canine Duke arrived, he was sent to apprehend the suspects, and while trying to apprehend one suspect, the suspect stabbed Canine Duke multiple times. Canine Duke was rushed to the veterinary hospital, and later that day succumbed of his wounds. And he was with the San Juan Police Department, or County Sheriff's Office, and he served with the San Juan Police Department for 6 years. I'm going to say one for prayers and be on my way.
Thank you for tuning in tonight for the 1 mile tribute run to Canine Duke at a San Joaquin County Sheriff Department. His end of watch was February 19th, 2023. Canine Duke was stabbed to death while attempting to apprehend a burglary suspect in Tracy. Officers with the Tracy Department had responded to a burglary at a railroad. As officers arrived on the scene, the two men fled from the officers in the train yard. When Canine Duke arrived on the scene, one of the men entered one of the trains in the yard and barricaded himself inside. Canine Duke was released for apprehension, and as he engaged with the suspect, the man stabbed him multiple times. Officers were able to take the man into custody after Canine Duke was stabbed. Canine Duke was then rushed to the Central Valley Veterinary Hospital in Manteca, where he succumbed to his injuries. Canine Duke served with the Joaquin County Sheriff's Office for 6 years. His age was unknown. Tonight's tribute run is 20 laps around the basketball court, which is equivalent of 1 mile. As she completes her second lap, Teresa is paying tribute to Canine Duke of the San Joaquin Sheriff's Department, whose end of watch was February 19th, 2023. We thank you for tuning in, as always, and we appreciate you watching this 1 mile tribute run, which we're running indoors, which is 20 laps around the basketball court, which is equivalent of 1 mile. If you'd like to help Teresa Ann and the other youth runners with support, you can always go to running4heroes.org to make a tax donation, which is part of the money that is raised goes to sending this flag, or the flag that our runners run with, to the family or the handlers with a handwritten note to show our appreciation to our officers and the family of our fallen first responders. We appreciate you tuning in and supporting us. As always, we appreciate everyone who supports Running for Heroes, as we couldn't do it without you guys. Once again, this run is for Canine Duke at the San Joaquin County Sheriff Department. So she starts her fourth lap. Or completes her fourth, can start her fifth, I'm sorry. We thank you for tuning in to watch the memory run of Canine Duke, whose end of watch was February 19th, 2023 at the San Joaquin County Sheriff Department. He was stabbed while trying to apprehend a suspect in Tracy. Once the officers arrived, the suspects fled into a train and barricaded themselves. Canine Duke was released upon their arrival, and he stabbed him multiple times. He was rushed to Central Valley Veteran Hospital in Manteca, where he succumbed to those injuries. He had served with the San Joaquin County Sheriff Department for 6 years. We do not know his age. We appreciate you tuning in as she completes her 5th lap to start her 6th. Once again, all our youth runners carry a thin blue flag, and that flag is then passed on to the family, or in the firefighters, it's a thin red flag that is passed off to their family as an appreciation for our heroes making the ultimate sacrifice like Canine Duke did on that faithful day, February 19th, 2023. We do appreciate you tuning in, and as always, supporting her and our youth runners. Once again, part of her mission is to help canines so she doesn't have to run anymore. So they have canine equipment. Part of Zachariah's mission with Running for Heroes is to help a first responder with the $10,000 grant while they're recovering so they can go back to work. That is part of what your donations do to help support us and the youth mission. Once again, she's completing 1 lap for Canine Duke, which is 20 times of the round is 1 mile. So this is completing lap 8. She will be starting on lap 9 for Canine Duke out of the San Joaquin County Sheriff Department, whose end of watch is February 19th, 2023. We thank you, Canine Duke, for making the ultimate sacrifice and protecting your partners while trying to apprehend a burglary suspect. As you can see, we do appreciate Officer Cook and Oreo, who are here to help make sure that Teresa is safe. As all our runs, we want to make our youth as safe as possible as they honor the ultimate heroes. And we appreciate Clark County School District being here. Once again, Teresa Ann is running for Canine Duke out of the San Joaquin County Sheriff Department, whose end of watch was February 19th, 2023. She has 9 more laps around the track, whereas this time it's a basketball court, which will be equivalent of 1 mile, 20 times around is 1 mile for the 1 mile tribute run to the ultimate hero who made the ultimate sacrifice. We do appreciate you tuning in as always and supporting our youth runners as they honor the heroes that make the ultimate sacrifice. Teresa Ann has a handwritten note that will go to the handler, along with this flag that will be mailed out to show their appreciation. So she's completing the 12th lap here. And again, the story of Canine Duke was his end of watch was February 19th, 2023. Canine Duke was stabbed while attempting to apprehend a burglary suspect in Tracy. Officers of the Tracy Department were responding to a burglary at a rail yard. As officers arrived, the men fled, and upon Canine Duke from the San Joaquin County Sheriff's Department arrived, one of them barricaded themselves in a train. And as Canine Duke was released for apprehension, he engaged in the suspect, and unfortunately he was stabbed multiple times, and officers were able to take the man into custody after Canine Duke was stabbed. Canine Duke was rushed to Central Valley Veterinarian Hospital in Manteca, where he succumbed to those injuries. Duke has served with the San Joaquin County Sheriff Department for 6 years. His age was unknown. Again, his end of watch was February 19th, 2023. We appreciate you tuning in, and as always, supporting our youth runners as they honor the ultimate heroes that made the ultimate sacrifice with our 1 mile tribute run to them. So Teresa's on her 15th lap around the track, or around the basketball court. Once again, Canine Duke at a San Joaquin Sheriff's Department. End of watch is February 19th, 2023. Canine Duke was stabbed to death while trying to apprehend a suspect in Tracy. Paying the ultimate sacrifice. Teresa Ann's making her 1 mile tribute run tonight in memory of Canine Duke. Once again, we thank you for tuning in, and for the rest of the run, I will go silent. We appreciate you tuning in, and as always, supporting Running for Heroes as our youth honor our first responders with a 1 mile tribute run for those that made the ultimate sacrifice protecting our communities throughout the nation. Any final words?
Thank you everybody for watching. I hope my run has healed anyone who canine Duke. Now I'm going to do 21 seconds of silence like the 21 gun salute. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Bye.